So today's topic is about marrying into a struggling family. The point is that I never really heard a man's perspective on this before. Yeah. So a man is basically ranting and he's saying that one thing he told himself a long time ago is that he won't marry into a struggling family. So he's saying you are a first daughter of a petty trading parent living in a rented apartment. You have 5 other younger siblings yet to graduate and you want to fall in love. I beg, get out of here. Okay. So anyway, we'll get into it, in today's video. But first of all, our personal channels are linked in the description box. So please check it out. Okay. So basically the whole story or what he's talking about is just that he doesn't want to marry into a struggling family where, for instance, you marry a first daughter, she has 7 other siblings all in school, still struggling, her parents are poor, then you as a man, you now marry into that family and carry all the responsibility of that family on your head. And he's also saying that there's a part he said that you become the de facto breadwinner of 2 families. You send 1 kobo to your parents and you're automatically expected to replicate it by sending 1 kobo to her family.
Yeah.
One of the many reasons men drink and die young, that's what he's saying. Men will just use love to put themselves in difficult situation. Imagine how much love has been used to scam us, especially in terms of pushing responsibility towards us. And of course, they'll use the whole be a man scam too. Eyes don't clear, I beg. Make all of them get out. Anyway, the guy just went.
It's vexing.
He's really vexing.
Get every single thing he said. I literally had this conversation yesterday that I'm not working this hard, right, for my kids to get married into some families. Please don't take offense with anything we're saying. It's just fact. Okay, nobody likes off ahead. So
it doesn't mean that if your child says no, I must go, you will not kill your child.
They will not see that person to even go. They will not go to places. They will see that person. When they will go, they will see people that are the same level or higher. See, that's facts. That's what I want for my kids. Okay, and I'm obviously working so hard so that it happens. Like, imagine your kids cannot say go to a certain school, have a certain kind of life and end up marrying a homeless person on the street. You know what I mean? Like, the chances of them meeting is just hard. That's just all I'm trying to say. So I'll prepare them for that. But going back to this man, I feel your pain, sis. Abisa, not sis. I feel your pain because it's a lot of burden. Let me tell you, it is a lot of burden. Let me talk about one part that he said. This whole thing about sending money to these parents and then you automatically have to send to the woman's parent as well. Now, coming from a woman's perspective, I understand. Because it's like during Christmas now, I'll tell my husband, how far when I doing Christmas for the parents, usually my mom and his mom, doing anything, most times when he sends money, he has to send to this person. Like, it's that whole, how do I put it? You don't want to feel like he doesn't care about your family that much. So like even me now, when I want to do something, I do for my mom and his mom. So it's actually not on the men alone. Like I do for my mom and I also do for his mom. And if I want to buy gift, like we went on a trip to Dubai, I went with my mom and my mother-in-law. We all went together because, that preferential treatment to one parent, I just don't vibe with it. So I get that part of the pressure, like when men feel like they have to do these things. I think it's worse on men because they are majorly the providers and usually have more money than their wives. But it's a lot of pressure that I don't wish on anybody, and if you can avoid it, please avoid it.
Because to me I feel like it still goes back to, we're going to be hypocrites to say, I mean, we as women generally, we're going to be hypocrites to say, you as a man, you're supposed to do all this. When if it was you, if you were in his shoes, would you do that? That's number 1. And then number 2, we can't go from talking about parents should not burden their children, and then now this one is burdening another person's child. It's not even your children in this case, because your children itself are in school, they are young. Then the one that now manages to finish school, she will now graduate and then marry a rich man or a man that is coming up, and then you expect him to now come and take over all your responsibilities as a parent, So to me, I understand where the guy is coming from, even though he was talking with a lot of anger, but I can understand that anger and that frustration. I don't mind people that talk with anger, to be honest, because it is safe to be angry about sometimes. So the thing is, parents, just make sure you raise your children right. Make sure you have, and give birth to the number of children that you can take care of. Because this thing about having 5 siblings, that's where it even starts from. Why do you have 5 siblings, first of all, when you're poor? Why? Why does your child have 6 children when you're poor? So
that topic is deep. A lot of them don't even know about birth control. It's a whole
of them see children as a blessing from God. I can't stop God's blessing.
But that's what you said about the whole burden on men to provide for their families. But the truth is that I get that burden, right, when it comes to his family, but he doesn't automatically buy it when he marries you. He's taking care of you and his immediate family.
Yes,
in fact, once a man gets married, both his parents, his siblings, they're not his problem.
Yes, actually, they're not.
You, the wife, your mother, father, your siblings, they're not supposed to be his problem. So this is a trick. And I think it's a Nigerian thing, more of an African thing. So, or maybe more Nigerian, to be honest, is something we use in tricking men that wants to marry a wife, are supposed to take care of. No, you're not supposed to take care of her family. Okay, you're not. In fact, it's not even your own problem to take care of your own family.
Exactly.
Like, not to talk of. If you make excess money, if you make good money and choose to, spoil your siblings here and there, spoil your mom here and there, that's okay. But it's not on you to take care of them. Yeah. Okay. Everybody should be able to fight for themselves.
Yes. So, as a woman, because the person that sent this thing to us was saying that she comes from a home like that, and she feels she's struggling anyway. Herself, she's struggling. She's trying to make ends meet. She's making money, but they're not.
Did she say her job?
No, she said she's not from a wealthy home and she has 5 other siblings and she's working really hard. Her parents aren't where to do. It's quite scary to let someone into her space from what she says. Yeah. For fear of the person thinking of her as a liability. Does this mean that someone from a struggling home will find it difficult to settle? No, it doesn't mean. It doesn't at all. It doesn't. No, because the truth is that a lot of men have been programmed to think or to believe that they should take care of their wife's family as well. So you are still going to, there's likelihood of you finding such a man that will do it without feeling bad, especially if the man is rich. He's not going to feel bad. A lot of men have been doing it time immemorial. They've been taking care of their wife's family. So you better go and look for that kind of man. That's just
no. But what I even think is right. She's already working hard to be something, and her case for me is better and different in the sense that if as a man now I see you, a woman, you're already working hard, and you're not necessarily burdening me. Is that the word? With your family problems, and I choose to help, then that's okay. I think it becomes a problem when if you get married and just automatically expect that from the man. Okay, so if you're working hard, do the best you can for your family. They're your family. You can do whatever you want for them. Like, you don't have to, but if you want to, then that's fine. So you can do what you want for them. If your husband chooses to support you, you can always obviously bring it up to him. If he says he doesn't have money, he can't, it should not be something that will cause problem. It shouldn't be something that you fight about, because the truth is that he married you. He did not marry your family problems. Exactly. So I don't think finding a man is going to be
that difficult
at all.
I think what even causes finding a man difficult for such women is that a lot of them, when they start dating a man, is almost like, taking me out, okay, buy for my siblings too.
Yes.
I want to take away for John Jr. and
in fact, some people from dating, my brother needs to pay school fees. Yes, my sister, do you know that there are other ways to even go about this? If the man is taking good care of you, give him money, collect that money and help the people you need to help.
Don't tell him directly.
Don't make it an extra burden for him. Do you get what I mean?
But a lot of women do that too. They come to date
I don't like it.
Bringing their family problems.
Like, even when it comes to me now and my marriage and relationship with parents and stuff, it's usually our mothers though, because mothers are special. They have a special place in their heart. We are special. See, let's leave it. That's why I have 10 Mother's Days in a year, okay? But point is, usually the mothers, and not because they ask. Because it's like they've sacrificed a lot and we want to.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
We want to. So I think that even says it again for parents. Do not burden your female children with things once they get married, because you're probably going to start causing conflicts
in their own marriage.
Exactly. Imagine me coming every day telling her, my mom needs a new car, my mom wants you to buy her a car, my mom this, like you're causing problem because that man, he has other responsibilities. So many. In fact, he has children. School fee, just pay school fees yesterday. It's in the pain.
I'm telling you, my dear.
It's in the pain.
Have you gone to market recently?
Go to market. This morning I was just complaining. Inflation, he already has so many things he's thinking about, and not only just the now. There's also the future. For his kids, his family. So don't bring that
future
burden.
is even the most important stuff.
So if as a woman, your parents are trying to bring problems to you to present to your husband, tell them, pump and play. No, I cannot do it. It's not his job to do this. If I make money, I will help you people out. But it's not my. I think that's another thing the women need to start doing. Start standing their ground when it comes to their parents and siblings. Like, because a lot of these parents even marry their kids out to rich people.
Of course, now for that sake, because even it happens a lot in so many homes where you have either the first or second child as a girl, right? They're already telling her from when she's born that you have younger siblings, so remember younger siblings. So do you know it's as bad as some girls will go to school? The way your parents sent you to school and sent us to school, that's the same way their own parents will send them to school. They won't give them pocket money. They'll manage, barely pay school fees. And then they'll be expecting the girl to send money home.
Yes.
So and a lot of them,
and you know the funny thing, a lot of them actually know now, because I know cases like this, that the girls now turn to selling their body for money. And the parents know and they're okay with it.
Okay with it. Yes, they're
as
okay
long as you're sending them money back home.
Yes.
You do, I don't know why I keep moving my
because
mind.
I can't,
you do know that they don't love you.
They don't, of course now.
They don't love you. They don't care about you.
Commodity. Yeah. Because I can imagine if when I was in school, I just came home one day and carried 100K and gave my parents.
From where? You come and knew that in uni, even in uni.
In uni, that's what I'm saying. That
you come and even when I was doing masters.
Thank you. From where?
Even masters abroad, though, they were sending you money in pounds. You still come and tell me where you got that change from.
Exactly.
Because
you know. So, but
a lot of parents don't like their kids. Let me give an example of a house girl that lived with me before, right? So she came. She's on salary, and when I only had one child then, my first son. When he started school, you know how when they go to school, there's nothing. You're not doing anything at home for me. Like, there's no work really. So I now put her in school because I don't think she even started secondary school at all. So I put her in JS1. I put her in school. And then I didn't even tell her parents, I think. Or no, she told her parents because she needed some documents or something like that. Then her mother called me on the phone. You know the story, right? To tell me that if the school fees I'm paying for their child is from her salary, I should remove her from school because I send her money to her parents. But that taught me a big lesson because I don't do that shit now. I don't do it anymore. And I told them, don't worry, the money is not from her salary because she should be in school. There's nothing she's doing at home. Just know that 2 weeks later, the girl came to me crying that she don't want to go to school again, that she doesn't like school, blah, blah, blah. Your upbringing matters a lot. So parents, you need to do better. So that girl, she didn't value education. She didn't. I don't even think she liked herself. Any penny she made, her parents wanted it. She left and continued. Like, I don't know where she's doing, what she's doing today now. So that taught me a lesson. From that day, I made a rule. Like, nobody that is living with me will get their money sent to their parents. You save your money so that when you leave, you have something. You don't spend a dime of your money. Like, you don't spend a dime on anything. I do everything so that I have. So if you come from a home like this where the parents are already burdening you, I think that's the word, from that young age, right? They don't love you.
They don't love you at all. They're just seeing you as what they call it now, investment, as they say. My child is my investment. See, as an investment, like I gave birth to you, so you automatically have to do all these things for me. Then when you now get married, your husband has to, because he's marrying you and you're my child, and this, it doesn't make sense.
You know that's why they have plenty kids.
Yes, now that's it. Now gambling,
Like
one of them will marry a rich man. You know, a lot of people actually push their children into prostitution just because they want to make money. And my own is so sad. Why don't you go and become a prostitute? If you need the money that badly, go and stand on the streets. I'm sure there are people that like older women. Go and stand on the street instead of pushing your daughter, you know.
People that just like any woman.
Yeah, thank you. Like just have it. Just have what they want, you know. Yeah. But in this girl's case, another thing I'll tell her, which is actually it's a practical advice, right? Yeah. You are making money. You can package yourself well, package yourself where, go to where rich people are, and marry for love. Because
they won't say you're married for money. You're going to where rich people are.
I'm married for love. But the thing is that don't go there and, like we said, don't bring your family burden as part of a total, like, if you're marrying me, you're marrying my parents. So you're marrying, don't do that, you know. So like we said, it's not that the man is now doing things for your family directly. He's doing things for you in a very large capacity that you have remaining to give to, you know, your family. And again, some men don't mind, you know, some men just see
you actually marry men that don't mind. Men that, a lot of rich men that, you know, the money is not, when the money is not a problem, this is not an issue. Like, this is not an issue, trust me, they will happily do it. Like,
exactly. And that's the thing about marrying your type, marrying your person. Don't go and see a man that is struggling and, you know, is all about himself and his hustle, and then try to convince him to take care of. No, don't do that, okay? The same way a man should not go to a woman that has family burden and then marry her and now say no, now you have to cut off your family, knowing that she presented it. So marry the person that's for you. Everybody has their own person. Marry the person that's for you.
That makes a lot of sense because even from dating, sometimes you already know the type of man that your boyfriend is. You already know the type of, you kind of get the vibe of the type of husband he's going to be. Like even the way he treats your family from dating, not necessarily even just giving them money, but the way he treats them, cares about them, you would know. There's some men that even from dating you, like is you and you alone. They don't even have a relationship with your siblings or anything. So it just depends. But me, that relationship is something I actually value a lot. Like my husband is so close to every single person in my house. I'm very close to all my sisters' husbands and stuff. Like I love that relationship. And another thing is actually build on that relationship. I think is even more important because if you have that relationship here, that man will see even helping your family as helping his family.
Yes, he's not going to even see it as a big deal. You know?
So I think maybe focus on building that relationship. Don't bring them on as, you know, people perching on you or people as a burden basically to the man. Just bring them on as, you know, let's invite him to your house sometimes. All of you should sit down, gist, vibe. You know,
on his own. He
will like them and he will want to. But it shouldn't be something that women should force on their men.
You know, this also applies to women who you're marrying a man or you're dating a man that is clearly the breadwinner of his own family. Like he's thinking of, he's the only one that is, you know, the shining light. They're thinking of family. Then you now marry him. You now marry him and you're not like, no, you need to cut off your mother. You need to cut off your siblings. Hey, I can't. No, you can't do that because he came as he didn't pretend. He didn't lie. You know, if it's a man that lied, that you say, okay, he lied and he deceived me. But this one, he came as he was. He showed you the kind of family that he comes from. You decided to marry him, Abi. So
you know the funny thing, this thing you just said now, I just try to think about it. My husband telling me not to help my sisters. I'm
like it's now I'm a mom.
Bye.
So,
you that I just met the other day.
Thank you.
Come on, leave this place. So. Thank you. Know, like it's not like what I always tell my husband and what I always tell people is, I don't care. Let me put it that way. Who my husband helps. My husband doesn't know all the people I spend my money. My husband even knows 20% of people I spend my money. He'll be looking at me like, so how's how much I'm spending? He doesn't know people I give money, things I do with my money. Really. The same thing with me and him. Like, I don't mind you helping people, family or friends or whoever it is, as long as your immediate family
is well taken
care of. We're not lacking. Like, you will not say no to me and say yes to an outsider. So because that's also how it is for me. Like my family, they're fine. We're not lacking. We're okay. So when I have extra, I
give to
others. So I feel like basically you can't stop somebody from
because
giving.
even in my own case, I don't even know how he spends his money on his family. Like I know he does for them, but I don't know how. I don't know the details of it, right? And he doesn't know for me too. Like we're not even. I can say it in passing. I can say it.
Do you think you want to know?
I don't want to know. I don't know. Why I don't even want to know is that sometimes we might have money issues. My man will now be like,
exactly.
Maybe, no, I don't even
want to know. That's why I don't want to know. Exactly. That's what I wanted to know if you see.
You start overthinking things.
Yes, that's why I don't want to know. And also that's the reason why I don't even, it's not everything I spend money on I tell my husband because there's no point. We are two different individuals.
Yes,
you get what I mean?
That's how to get married.
Yes, and it's not everything that I do that my husband feels is okay to spend money on. It's not everything he does I feel like it's okay to spend money, but because it's his money and it's my money, then it's totally fine.
Exactly.
The problem now comes in when you expect him to spend his money the way you want it.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
Exactly.
So as a man, you can't stop a man that is already taking care of his family. Like you can only pray that his family becomes more independent.
Actually.
And
then once your family is well taken, you and your children are well taken care of, and then he has enough plans for the future, because some men, they take care of their family very well and take care of his own family very well. There's no savings, there's no projection,
no plan for the future.
That's one that is now bad. So as a woman, if you have, because there are men like that,
don't even for the future, mind you, it doesn't have to be money in account. It's rarely money in account.
Yeah, it's rarely money in account.
It's now investments and plans, and
So if you're such a woman marrying such a man, then that is when you should now step in and say, okay, we need to have investment, we need to have savings and all of that. Plan for our children's future to avoid the cycle of to avoid it. So at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. just find who is for you. At the end of the day, find who is for you. You will always find. There are many men in this world, many women. You will find who is for you.
And don't let your parents body you. To be honest, their problem, they are old enough. They can solve their problems by themselves. You're too young to carry the weight of your parents, your siblings, everybody. Like, it's actually so unfair. Like,
and again, as a woman, if you know that you're coming from such a home, then hustle harder. Work harder, fight harder. Like, don't be okay doing a 100k job knowing that you have
making it.
That's the thing now. You have to hustle harder. You have to keep trying. You have to try everything. You have to try. And when I say try, I mean try, because I have somebody here, true life story. This one is, she went intern. From intern, she married the CEO. Now she's swimming in money.
She's a boss.
She's a boss. I mean, in fact, she's the boss's boss.
Oh
like,
my
she's
God.
that big now. She's swimming, literally swimming in money. Like, in fact, her own charity work now is village. She doesn't just do charity work for her family. It's the village. Like, she will bring things, share for village. You know, so she's that big. So at the end of the day, by the time you're working hard in the right direction, you will somehow, things will work out for you, but just don't be comfortable.
But you see how will happen now. She placed herself in a place with rich people. So you cannot.
And I'm sure she wasn't dumb kind of home or lazy.
And you'll be doing uni boyfriend. Me and my boyfriend are doing NYSC together. Run, my dear sister, run. I'm only here for love.
Okay, my dear sister.
Better to cry in your Lambo and to cry inside keke.
Yeah, just direct yourself. And again, like I was trying to say about this person I know, I'm sure she's not dull, she's not stupid, she's not,
of course, like, not even carry the charity work that far,
so the man must have seen something in her and felt, oh, I really want this person in my life to come and help me.
Exactly. And not even just help him. Some men will see something in you and be like, I want to help this person. I want to marry this person because I love her. I want to help her. Be something like, do you get what I mean? Actually, it goes back to what you say, marry your person.
Marry your person.
Sometimes it's not even about your family, it's even about your own personal growth. Marry a man that wants your own personal growth as well.
And some men, if they see that, oh, your family is even burdening you and they want you to be free of that burden, they will help your family. Okay? They will help everybody be independent and leave their wife for him. So I believe his wife for him. So
just know that you can find love, Sharp. Summary of this story, you can find love.
Don't feel sad.
But what do you guys think? What do you guys think? Do you think it's right for women to expect men to just carry the whole burden on their head once they marry the woman? Or do you think it's not right? As a woman, did you do it? Are you not doing it? How is it for you? Let us know in the comments.
Thank you so much for watching.
We'll see you guys next time.